My gorgeous sunshines, I'm hitting the play again because I am on fire. I am absolutely on fire. I love it. Yes, and there are things that I want to share with you. I just keep on getting the little pokes, but they are happening around my heart center. And it feels beautiful because everything I do right now, it is love and purpose driven. There is nothing else, and it feels absolutely amazing. I'm gasping for the air because I was just dancing in the kitchen to my favorite song, although I cannot dance, but I do dance and I let my body take over and I just shake whatever doesn't belong here off, and it feels amazing and absolutely beautiful. I'm just so grateful, I'm so grateful for you being here now with me and you watching that video, and my heart and my heart space is wide open. So if you will decide right now to loosen up, relax, open up your heart space, you would be able to receive the high frequency that I'm sending to you right now. And I'm going to talk in this video a little bit about what so many people think about and obsess about, but it doesn't serves them too well. And this is exactly about how are you gonna find your soulmate or your twin flame or your divine counterpart. What is it that you need to do, and when do you've got to search? Maybe there is a website that actually have those names, so I can get that person, grab them by their neck and put them here in the same room with me now. So there's so much time and energy that we can waste and spend on that, and that takes us away from being here and now. And only in here and now you can be in 100% alignment with your divine soul's purpose for this season of this lifetime for you. By the way, my name is Eliza Mozal. I am a spiritual mentor and I help souls on their spiritual journey towards freedom, fulfillment, joy. Basically, I help you raise your vibration permanently throughout this process of moving from 3D to 5D. I have received myself over the last few months a lot of updates and upgrades. A lot has happened, a lot has changed, and so many things that I were repeating over and over again in my past doesn't happen any longer, which I'm very happy about that. And let me just share with you something that it is very personal. I can already feel that fire within because I'm going to talk about it. And I want to talk about my divine counterpart, setting all my chakras on fire and causing my Kundalini Awakening. That happened a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm just gonna focus on the message, because it doesn't matter. The thing that I'm trying to say is that every single one of us made some kind of deals with ourselves and other beings and other souls before we came here. As well, we've been conditioned very much when we are living in this time to believing that we are not whole until we have that someone next to us glued with a super glue over there and all that stuff. Very often we are seeking for that stuff because we actually turned away from ourselves entirely. When you are living in that full or partial disconnection from who you truly are, you will be a codependent being. You will be seeking desperately, obsessing entirely about having that someone who's gonna fulfill you in your life right now. And how do I know that much about it? Guilty as charged. That's what I've done in the past. That's what was my biggest addiction and hobby. And I'm extremely pleased that things are not like that anymore. Although I can still lose myself a little bit here and there. And that thing that happened to me, that divine counterpart stepped into my life before we even met. and just literally woke me up, showed up as that being that we have this massive, tremendous connection, and it is out there. And of course, as any new thing that we are stepping into on our spiritual journeys is gonna trigger the fears that they are attached toward these subjects, that deeply rooted fears, or that deeply rooted old behaviors. And for me, that was one of them. For me, it started to be a little bit like, okay, who is this? Where is this person? What's going on? What do I need to do? And I did got lost myself here and there, and that's absolutely fine and okay, because I eventually got the message that I supposed to receive, and the message from my higher self, the message from my divine team, from my angelic brothers and sisters, is to focus entirely 111% on loving myself. It's just to simply become so busy with loving myself in between the times that I make the service, serving the humanity, serving others, being of use to you and this world, which is what I'm doing right now, or a few other things that I am committed to. And in between all the times, become just extremely super duper busy loving myself and expanding that energy and that vibrational frequency of mine. It feels absolutely phenomenal. It feels absolutely liberating, because I know that there is someone out there, and my job is not to go and chase it. I've been shown the names, I've been shown the faces, shirts, I've been shown the places, and I nearly drove myself crazy trying to find it and follow it. And I've decided, nope, enough is enough. The new message is, let it go, let it be, love yourself. You are already a magnet. You are already attracting that being into your life. So my number one suggestion would be to love yourself more than ever. If you are right now in the part of your journey where you know that there is someone out there, whether you made that connection in your meditations or in your dreams or throughout the day, you know that there is someone out there. If you know that, keep on loving yourself, keep on growing more and more into standing in your own power, because this is how you are literally going to shine. When you are playing small and you playing into trying to find it and control it and manipulate it, when that's gonna happen in your life, this is when your spark disappears. This is when your energy and your vibration goes over there. Trust me, believe me, it's a fact. When you are deciding, no, I'm just gonna focus entirely on loving myself more than ever, because at the end of the day, you've got to be clear what you are going to bring to the table. You've got to be fully aware of your own worth. You've got to be aware of who you are and what kind of being you are. What kind of energy are you gonna bring to the table? Are you gonna bring neediness, gimme, love me, or are you gonna literally just gonna be your 100% of expression of your wholeness and fullness? The choice is yours. Let's remember that you cannot attract wholeness and beauty and love by living in lack and being lack. Not enough, gimme. When you are the wholeness, when you already are all the love you've ever needed and wanted, when you already are that most magnificent expression of yourself that you know within you are, that's exactly what you are going to attract. You will feel it. You will feel all that stuff go on fire. At least that's my expression. That warmth that I feel here, that warmth that I feel over there, that hand holding there, like I'm there with you. I'm there. I'm there. There is no way of running away from this one. So number one is get busy with loving yourself, raising your vibration to the moment when you know what you're bringing to the table, when you're coming into that relationship as a whole. Number two would be practicing stronger than ever your trust in divine timing. You know, everything it is exactly as it's supposed to be, and everything unfolds exactly as it's supposed to unfold. And your trust in divine's timing, it's gonna literally keep on placing you in here and now. It's gonna strengthen your inner energy field because that's what you will be focusing on, and it's going to help you step into your own power more than ever. When you are present here and now, you don't keep on looking and seeing when is that going to happen, how is that going to happen, because this is how you're then trying to run the show. This is when you are putting all your power away in reliance of, okay, so if she's gonna go there, that's what's going to happen. When you put your power away, when you give your power away to the outside circumstances and situations and people and places, you are trying to control it, you are just gonna lose it. You are just going to lose it. You're not gonna let the universe to entirely just surprise you and make your life a magical adventure. When we try to control, manipulate, when we try to force something that it obviously isn't here and now, this is when we are going back to lowering our vibrations. This is when we are going back to making ourselves unhappy and believing again in that old lie that I need something and someone outside of myself to fulfill me. And you know, they are majority of our needs we are responsible to fulfill. They are few needs that we need from others, like sometimes we do need a hug from another person, right? So it's really good to know what are the needs that you can and it is your job to fulfill yourself, and what are the needs that you need from others. Now we are living in times when I'm not getting any hugs at all from my friends because I am not seeing my friends. And that's okay and that's fine. And I learned to deal with one of the biggest needs I've had before in the past, you know? I've learned to deal with that by simply raising my vibration higher than ever before. And I'm extremely grateful for all the lessons and pain as well that I was going through to learn that lesson. And that doesn't mean that tomorrow I might not have a day when I'm like, oh, daddy dog, and all of it. No, it's okay, it's fine. I will deal with it again this same way by just breathing in the space and love into that unseen that it wants to be seen within me, letting myself be and let that energy in motion flow through me in whichever space and sequence and intensity that it wants and needs to run through me. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is not what I was planning. I just sat down to the meditation and I just thought, I'm like, yeah, let's just say whatever needs to be said, and here we go. Okay. So number one was love yourself more than ever. Become so busy with loving yourself that you have no time for the bullshit that it doesn't serve you best. Number two is to trust entirely in that divine timing. They are things that you signed up for to learn. They are things that you signed up for to overcome. Don't waste your time and energy on something that you are trying to control, but it actually supposed to surprise you. Be just to simply surrender. Let things be whatever needs to be, and be fully aware that if you are going to invest your energy, your heart, your time into different relationship just to kill the time or fulfill that need of being loved, you are going actually to delay that divine counterpart or soulmate or twin flame coming into your life in the right time, space, and sequence. And number 3, I would say it would be to just step entirely into your divine soul purpose, just to literally become the person you've always knew that you are, and knowing that right now you have all time, space, and energy inside you and all around you to do exactly that. Just become so busy with being the best version of yourself that you could be. Yes, other beings you will be attracting. The more you're raising your vibration, you will be attracting other beings, you know, in your life, other beautiful, amazing souls. And that's what happened to me, and I believe it will be keep on happening to me. But the more I'm learning to love myself, the more I'm learning that the healthy boundaries, the more I'm learning of just letting things unfold themselves as they're supposed to be. I am absolutely and entirely in love with that journey, and it's all heart driven, and it's all love driven, and it's all trust driven. There is so much surrender that, oh my goodness, I was talking about it in my previous video. I was lying on the grass a few days before, my feet were touching the grass, I was on a blanket, my arms and my hands were in the grass as well. The sun started shining so much on my head and on my neck and on the side of my face, because it was like that. And I just felt this massive amount of energy, like some kind of huge upgrade. And I remember the moment in that moment when, just before entirely being knocked out and dozing off, or staying awake, or waking up from that lucid, maybe meditative state of mind. And I was definitely in a delta or theta brainwaves state of mind. And I remember, you know, okay, that's the point that I would, back in the day, would always back out. Ooh, I didn't let myself literally fall there, fall deeper into that state. And that was the moment I decided, no, I'm surrendering, I'm letting go. And I just felt entirely knocked out. I just literally felt knocked out in the most positive meaning of that word. And I came out from that grass half an hour later as an entirely different being, you know? My vibration is just risen so much. That's the moments when we process stuff in a different place. There is lots of things that we are healing from and overcoming here and now when we are awake or in a meditative state that we can remember. But there is as well so much that they cannot be processed on this level of consciousness. It can only happen far, 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 far away when we are entirely knocked out. And that's the moment when we are full of trust, when we are full of surrender. We know only good comes to us, only good and healing for the greater good, for all that beautiful cause of love, driven by light and that need and desire, you know, to be in oneness and wholeness. And this is when we come back being, you know, better than ever before. I hope, guys, you can benefit from that video, and if you do, please let me know in the comment section. I'm going to appreciate that very much. And if you felt some energetic exchange and you feel like this is the message your guides, your divine team wanted you to see, please let me know in the comments. I would appreciate that as well. And if you wish to donate and support the work I am doing over here, I'm gonna leave the link below. Thank you so much for all your donations. Guys, I'm gonna wish you absolutely and only the best. Thank you so much. I'm gonna send you my love and light, and I'm gonna see you soon in my next video. Mwah.